funsupermart.com.
What is your view on the equity markets over the period of 3 years, and what is your outlook on the infrastructure space?
Look at the macroeconomic variables at this point in time. There are one or two things which strike you. The first thing is the global economy is heating, given the financial crisis which happened a few years back. We are increasingly seeing good data coming out from the developed world. That's one. Second, as far as the local economic conditions go, we seem to have reached a peak in interest rates. Inflation is no longer as big a problem as it was a few months back. So we are seeing some kind of economic stability coming in the system. We feel that current market conditions are very favorable for investing over a medium term. The reason is in the past 4 years, all the excesses of 2007 and 8 have been washed away. Today the valuations are much more reasonable. The expectations built into the market are not as high as they were a few years back. Most of this growth in the next few years in India will come from increased investments in infrastructure space. It is expected that the next plan period, which is beginning next year, there's a 12th plan period, Indian economy will see an investment of nearly $1 trillion in infrastructure compared to $500 billion in the 5-year plan ending this year. This increased investments in infrastructure will ensure that the economy goes back to a very strong growth path as we move into the second half of the 5-year plan and closer to the end of the 5-year plan. Given this outlook for the next 3 to 5 years, where the infrastructure investments will happen, we expect companies which have low leverage at this point in time on their balance sheet, good execution capabilities, good cash flows from the existing businesses to do well. On the other hand, companies which have extremely high leverage or projects which are not very remunerative at this point in time may find it a bit hard to take full advantage of this increased spending. So one needs to be a bit selective in investing in infrastructure space, and that should result in a good returns from the infrastructure space to the investor.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risk. Read all scheme related documents carefully.